Ladies and gentlemen, this is International Red's Fashion Experience. Yes, this is the Fashion Experience, International Red's Fashion Experience. And the name of the show, as you can see it on the chart, is Be Thankful for What You Got. There was a song a long time ago they used to tell us, be thankful for what you got. You may not drive a brand new car, Cadillac, and all those things. Back in those days when that song came out, I actually had a Cadillac with the diamond in the back and the whole works. I actually had a lot. And I was only about 21 years old. But I wasn't really grateful as I should have been back at that time because I was young and I had my whole future ahead of me, right? But now, 50-something years later, as I thought about that song and I thought about that, and I thought about the holidays, Thanksgiving is 2 days away, I thought that's a good thing to talk about, being thankful for what you got, because I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people don't realize, you understand me, that the older you get, the wiser you should be, and the sharper you should also be thankful and grateful for the maturity and the gratefulness and the experiences and all the things that you should have in your life that you have up under you, experiences and beautiful memories. You should have those things if you don't have nothing else. When you look back, you understand me, and look at what you actually have, you know, and what you've had. What you've had and what you have and all the experiences are all beautiful things. Even if you don't have them now, be thankful for what you actually do have. You know, you dig? Because that's what's important. You know what I mean? Being grateful and being thankful and being happy. And being happy because that's a state of mind. Being a happy state of mind because, you know what I mean? Here it is, the holidays coming up, and a lot of people be depressed and be stressed and because they look at the media, and the media shows families, you know, all out together, eating a big family and big happy people all together. No. If you're even by yourself and you're able to get up and get around and you can not be in pain and you can, you know what I mean, feel good and be grateful and thankful for whatever it is that you have, a roof over your head, food in your stomach. You know what I mean? As long as you eat and sleeping, that's what a friend of mine used to say. A friend of mine, Smiley, used to always say, "Are you eating and sleeping?" He'd be sharp as could be because he had so many clothes, he had so much. But he'd make it simple because he'd ask you, "How you doing? Are you eating and sleeping?" If you're eating and sleeping, that's it. That's all you really got to really be doing, is eating and sleeping, which requires a roof over your head and food in your stomach. Those are the things that actually all you really need. Clothes and all the accessories that we have and things that we buy. Those are things that we get, and we should be grateful and thankful when we have whatever it is that we do have. Like me, I got hundreds of shoes, hundreds of suits, and all this, and I'm grateful and I'm thankful and I appreciate all that I do have and all that I'm getting. I do appreciate everything that I have. That's why I did this show on being thankful for what you got, because I really am thankful for what I have. There was times I've had clothes and had a lot of things at different times, and I've lost them and got them back, lost them, got them back. But it's not the times you get it and what you get and how you lose it. It's when you get it and you really, really, really appreciate it and really have it and hold on to it, and it means the world to you, and you have it, and you say to yourself, I'm thankful for what I have. You know what I mean? Because these things that I have make me feel good, you know. And that's all good because, you know what I mean? If you can dress up and feel good and look nice, you know what I mean? And that's what you choose to do, that's a beautiful thing. Whatever you do in life, as long as you're doing it right and you choose to do it and you live in your best life, that's what means a lot, you know what I mean? Whatever it is that you do. I was at a friend of mine's 90-year-old birthday, you understand me? A friend of mine, Fillmore Slim. I was at his 90th birthday party the other day. You understand me? A couple of days, matter of fact, it was Sunday, and I was feeling blessed because, you know, I know all the things I've been through and what I've, you know, in my sobriety, I got 28 years clean, you know what I mean? And that's a blessing right there. Because if I didn't have that, I wouldn't have nothing else. All the things I do have now, I would not have if I didn't have my sobriety. So that means a lot to me. And I looked at it when I was, you know, on the track, and I lost those 10 years I had then when I was, you know, on the track in Frisco, you understand me? And I was in a fast life. And then when I lost that time, and then I had to start over again. And then when I lost that, I also lost clothes, cars, and all, you know, a lot of things that I lost. And then I thought to myself, when you get that second chance at a first class life, you know, and it's the part that you have to go through, you understand me, to get things right. There's certain things you have to go through, you know what I mean? And I was fortunate to an extent to where I had a good woman at that time that picked me back up when I fell that time, and that was cool for a minute, but I still was drinking when I was with her. I wasn't happy, you know. But I had blessings because she taught me a lesson. I still had my mother at the time, and it let me know, you understand what I'm saying, that, hey, you know what I'm saying, you got a mother, and it's Mother's Day, you need to go see her, and she bought her flowers and did all this. It made me feel grateful and thankful for that, because I was taking that for granted. I didn't realize, you understand me, that, hey, my mother's not going to be here all the time. She's going to be gone, so I better try to see her and be with her when I can, especially when it was a Mother's Day, but I was drinking and I wasn't thinking. I didn't think like that. You know what I'm saying? I missed many a Mother's Day, so that didn't mean that much. But when she said well, she didn't have hers, and you do have yours, so you should be appreciative about that, because it's going to be a time you don't have it. So that's why I said, even just having your mother, you should be thankful for that, just having your mother in your life. You should look around and be thankful for that, because certain people get a certain age and they don't have their parents in their life. I lost my father when I was 26 or 27, and you understand me, he was 71 when he died, you understand? And I was young, but you know what, then my mother, you understand me, she was there and I was there for her, and I was close to my mother, you understand me? And she was there for me, and I was there for her. We hung together the last, I think it might have been, she lived another 20 years after he passed. Because she lived in 98 and 78, 98, 88, 98. Yeah, she lived 20 years after he had passed. And I was close to her, and I spent a lot of time with my mother, and I was grateful, and I was thankful, and I was blessed, right? But then after I lost my mother, that was the greatest blow. That was something that was it. When I lost her, it was like my whole world was over, you know what I mean? Then I came back and got back strong after that. And then I got my sobriety back this time, and I got 28, 27 years. You understand? You know what I mean? And I've built that strength back up, and I'm happy now in all directions. Despite of what I do not have, I appreciate it, and I'm thankful for what I do have. You understand? And that's what you have to do. You have to be thankful for what you do have, because we're all going to lose certain things in life. It's inevitable that you will lose your mother and your father, because that's the way life goes. That's the way life is. And then you'll get sick and you'll die yourself. So it's the way life is, so you appreciate and be thankful and be grateful for what you have and where you're at right now in your life. Be appreciative. If you don't even have a mate, be grateful and thankful that you will have your health, and that you have that, and be thankful and grateful for that. You did. Thankful for what you got. Then if you do have a mate and you have someone in your life, be grateful and thankful for that. Because most people, a lot of people don't have a mate. They're in this world by themselves, you know. You dig what I'm saying? And that's why you have to be thankful for that. I'm not close with my family, my daughter or my sister. I got one sister I'm close with, but the rest of the family, they're on her side, and I'm not really close with none of them. But the ones I am close with, I'll be close with them. But the ones I am, like I say, I got a sister in Arizona, which I will go see Christmas, because my queen hurt her foot, so we was going to be at Thanksgiving, we was going to be seeing her. But now we'll see her Christmas, and the beat goes on. And hey, I'm thankful for that. I do have my queen, and me and my queen, we're going to do our thing, you dig? And that's how you have to look at it. You have to be with the ones that you're with and love and appreciate life and be thankful for what you do have in life, you dig? Because a lot of people have less than you have, you understand? You run around thinking, you understand me, that you are, you know what I mean? I see the guy that, you know what I mean, was crying because he only had one pair of shoes. And then I seen a guy that didn't have but 1 foot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, you know what I mean? Be thankful that you got a pair of shoes, you understand what I'm saying? Because at least you can walk. You got shoes on your feet and you can walk down the street. You got to be thankful for whatever you have that the next man don't have. Like me, I got bad pains and aches here and there, but I still can walk, you understand what I'm saying? So I'm feeling grateful and thankful for that. that I can get up and take a step down the street and I can be complete, you understand what I'm saying? And I do have 2 feet, you dig? You know what I mean? And my mind's on straight and I'm all right, you understand? Hey, so hey, that's why I say I'm blessed, man. I'm thankful and I'm grateful and I'm thankful for what I got. And that's what you have to do. You have to be thankful for what you got, because when you have it, you understand me. Don't wait till you lose it and then say, man, I had this and I had that, and you didn't appreciate it when it was there. Appreciate it and be happy while you have what you have, because life is made up of minutes, hours, and days. That's what makes your life. You're living life every minute of every day. So be happy at the moment. Be happy right now, because tomorrow's not promised and yesterday's gone. And if you're happy right now and be thankful to yourself, man, I'm thankful for what I got. And then, hey, man, then you're living life, man, and you're appreciative, you're thankful. Don't be complaining. Be complimenting, you understand me? Be happy and be appreciative. Don't complain about what you don't have and what you're going to get. And that's not here yet. Be thankful and look at the position you're in right now at the moment and look around and say, man, I'm happy for what I have. Don't look at the next man. He got more than you. He got all this and I got that. But is he happy? You understand? I know people that don't have no one and they complain and they act like they don't want nobody and they complaining and they grouchy and cranky and they have their health and they have different things that mean a lot, but they don't appreciate it. They're not thankful for what they got, man. You know, there was this guy that I knew, that I've known for many years, and we were in a restaurant, and he was complaining, talking about 30 or 40 years ago, and talking about this and talking about that, and they were always complaining about different things. And he was blessed because he was 83 and he could walk and he didn't have no illnesses. You understand me? And his parents lived to be 100 and something. And he had it going on if he would have kept just doing the right thing. But hey, he didn't do nothing right. He took everything for granted. He took his health. He took everything. He didn't appreciate nothing that was going good in his life. He was gambling. He was getting high. And he was doing all the wrong things. And then he OD'd on some fentanyl, you understand me, at 84, you know. But he wasn't happy. He wasn't living the life he was living. The God gave him the blessings, but he didn't understand the lessons. So he didn't feel blessed because he was distressed. And you can't do that. You got to appreciate the things you get and what you have and look at it as a blessing, because if not, you'll get a terrible lesson, you understand me, in the process. But I've been through lessons, and I know now that, hey, where I'm at in life, I appreciate it, and I'm grateful, and I'm thankful for what I got. And that's all I can do is be thankful for what I got. If I'm thankful for what I got, and when I get more and I have more, which I will do, but I'm thankful along the way. I'm thankful for every day. And that's what I'm here to say, that I'm thankful for every day, and I'm going to keep things going along the way. And hey, man, it's beautiful. Life is beautiful. And I don't care what nobody says. I might have been in a position where I've had more before, because I've had more before. I've had more material things before, right? I had a newer car. I ain't got no car now. I'm walking. You understand? I had more money. You know what I mean? I had thousands of dollars. I had pretty cars, more than one. Jewelry, clothes, money. You know, man, look. I didn't appreciate that, man. I was taking it for granted. I was always trying to get more. I was chasing the money, not really appreciating, enjoying what I actually had. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I was steady striving, trying to be something more instead of appreciating where I was at, you know what I mean, and trying to stand on solid ground. There's nothing wrong with chasing money when you're young. You dig? It's good to have those things once or twice. When you're young, at a certain time in life, it's all right. But when you get to a certain stage and your knowledge is, and you got the knowledge and you got the, you know, the understanding, and you really know what's important in life, and you really appreciate what, you know, where you at in life, you know what I mean, and you're solid and you're confident about your life and your disposition, and you're standing on solid ground, you understand? Nothing can shake you or break you, you understand me, because you know where you at. You know what I mean? And in that type of way that you living, and the way that you you know, living your life, that you're not letting nobody distress you or distract you, you dig, because you look at life like this. You look at it, the fact that the way you're living your life, you appreciate every moment you're happy, right? You don't judge by what other people tell you. They always want to say, you shouldn't be here, you should be there. No, I can always be. I've done that before. I've done it and been through that and was not happy. I went to Clear Lake, moved out the city, went to Clear Lake to try to pursue, you understand me, adventures, right? more responsibility, a bigger house, and you know, and all that because I had a car, you know what I mean? And I did that, right? But I was not happy because I did not want to be in the sticks. That wasn't me, and I was lonely out there. And the woman I got wasn't no good, you know what I mean? And the environment wasn't right. I just didn't like it, and so I started getting high. You know, I started getting high. You know, that was part of my downfall, going sliding backslide. You know, because I was not happy with that environment. You have to be happy in your environment. You understand? When you live in your life, you got to make your choices yourself. Don't do these things for other people. See, that's where you mess up too. See, when you do things for other people, not yourself. When other people say you need to get a car because you need this, you need that. You know what I'm saying? And they start thinking for you and making you think you need that because they say it. When you can jump on the bus in 5 seconds and jump on the bus and boom, 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 boom. That's not cool, man. You know what I mean? You need to get what you need for you. You understand? It's just like I know I want a bike, a 3-wheel electric bike. Now I want that because I want it. But if I can't find a place to keep it, then I'm not gonna get that. But if I can find somewhere to store that, I would like to get that. That's all I do want. You understand? Because to get around. But I do not want no move out the city. I like it the city where I'm at. If I move out the city, the suburbs, the outskirts, I'll do it when the time is right. But I'm not tripping off of that because when I was trying to do it during the pandemic, I thought about I needed to move out because I was at a different state of mind and the way the world was going. I was trying to move out because, things, I didn't know things were going to pop back up and be back on the rise, because of the way the pandemic was putting everything in a cramp way. So then when things got back normal, I started to realize that, no, man, I need my spot. I like it here. And when they remodeled, see, then I still was trying to move because I didn't like the disposition of the place. But then when they remodeled it, they moved me out to another place, right? And it was a bigger place. It had all the nice things in it, washer and dryer and all that. It had that. It was bigger, but that didn't make me happy. No, I didn't like that. That's when I realized that, I didn't like the spot where I was at, where I was located. You understand? Because everywhere I had to go. I hang out in my spots are downtown, and I like that. I like jumping out my house and being right 3 doors. Have everything is right there. And that's why I love where I'm at, and I've been there over 20 years because where it's located, man, the location is perfect. I love it, man. I love the location. I wish it was bigger, but since it's not, I'm not exchanging the location for nothing in the world. I'm staying there, and I'm happy there. People try to tell you where you need to go and where you need to be. But hey, they can't tell me where I need to go. I know where I need to be. I know where I'm making decisions for myself, not for you, not for nobody else. So by me doing that, I'm content where I'm at, and I made up my mind to be there. Because when I went to Clear Lake, I had a whole house. When I went to, and I was happy when I was with my sister in Antioch. When I had the one room, I shouldn't have left. But that's what make you appreciate where you're at and make you happy. When you did make the transitions and made changes, and you found out what works and what didn't work. So then you had enough time to get back in pocket. So then when I went to Vegas, I loved Vegas because Vegas was cool. But I was there, and then when the time was to get low income housing, I got this spot, and it was right down there, right on the blade. You understand me? Right where everything was popping. I loved it then because I was in a good location. You dig? And that was everything, man. And I was back in the limelight where I could dress and rest and be my best, and that's what I did. And so, man, you got to find out who you are and what you are, know what you want, and you do what you want. Don't let nobody else influence you or tell you what you need to do or where you need to be at. Because they just telling you what they think because they're not content where they at, what they looking for. You know what I'm talking about? There's certain things that mean a lot to you that nobody else don't even think about. Your location, where you at, being right there, having, being able to move around. Transportation is very important right there. You get way out somewhere. You got, when you don't have a car, you got to have a car, you got to have certain things. And then you got stressed because you got to do all this and you can't be yourself and do the things you want to do. You know what I mean? And then you get caught up thinking they're going to be there for you, the people that told you to move or go there. And then they don't be there for you. Then you find out you're there for yourself and you're there by yourself. So when I went to Vegas, I was on my own and I did things the way I wanted to do it. And that's why I was the happiest other than when I got back to San Francisco. Then I was happier than it could be then when I moved back here to the city, you understand me, my city. And that was cool. But when I went to Vegas, I loved Vegas. I was there 4 years. And I had it my way and I was doing things, everything was wonderful there. you know. And then I had a woman there, but she wasn't cool. She wasn't trying to be right. So I wasn't happy in those regards. Now I got a good woman and everything is good with her. I'm happy, totally happy all the way around. You understand me? Because I made the sacrifice to be without, because I knew what I wanted, you understand? You have to make changes and make sacrifices. Don't compromise for nothing small. Stay on the trail of what you want, and then you'll get it. If you don't get it, you'll be happy and content, because you'll be doing what you want to do until you get what you want, and then everything will come in order. When you want to know what you want, you'll be down for it. And that's what I did, man. I stayed down. I didn't compromise for and settle for the other stuff. You know, I went through it because you have to do that, you understand me? You have to stay active. Like these cats I know, they don't have no involvement with women. They give up on women, talk about women, this, women, that. No. It's your decision to stay strong and stay positive and stay hopeful. Here you are young. You're in your 40s. There's plenty of hope to get you a good woman, but to keep that in mind that you want a good woman. Keep that as a goal. Keep that as a goal in your mind, in your program. To fight and stay down and stay strong and be on the pursuit of a woman, you understand? Because you need a mate, you understand? To stay in first place in the race in life. And don't settle for what other people are expecting you. You do what you do for what you want to do. Whatever anybody else tell you to do, or you need to do this, don't let them tell you that. You know what I mean? I don't care if they paid your rent and they told you to move in with me, you ain't got to pay nothing. Don't do it. Don't do it. Be independent. Be your own boss. Be strong and be on your own. You do your thing. Don't let nobody tell you what to do, and don't let nobody run your life by paying your bills and doing all that. And living off a woman, don't do that. That's no good. People do these things to compromise and they're not happy because they're not living their life. Because if somebody gonna pay your bills and do this, they're gonna be telling you what to do. You dig? Because they're not having respect for you. If they do that, then you don't have the respect. They're not gonna give you the respect because you have to be a man. You know, you have to be a man first. And if you're not a man, then you're not standing for anything. You know what I mean? You're falling. You're not a strong man. You understand me? You're falling by the wayside. You dig? And you gotta be a leader. You gotta be able to lead. You gotta know how to lead. You gotta be one to lead. You understand me? You gotta be able to lead. It's like when I got strong, I learned the hard way. But everything I learned it the hard way. But you know what? I got it, and that's why I'm happy now. Because I've seen cats that have more and think they're doing more and all that, and end up not being happy. You know what I mean? They don't be happy. They be blessed with material things. They chasing money, but that day they got the happiness. They don't have the happy. They don't know what happiness is. You know what I'm saying? You know, and when you can find happiness, I mean real happiness, man. In a relationship or what, man, that's beautiful. I didn't think it was beautiful till I got with this one I'm with now. Before that, I didn't think, but I knew I was gonna find it because I knew it was out there. You know what I'm saying? I knew you just have to be strong. You have to stay down because, look here, God will provide you with what He wants you to have when you're ready for it. When you're ready for it, you got to be that kind of man to be ready for it. And I know I'm not going to be cheating. I'm not going to be doing none of that stuff that these cats be doing. And they wonder why they don't have a good woman or why they can't act. Because they're not being a good man. You can't get nothing good if you ain't good. How you going to get something good and you ain't good? You get what you got coming. You get what you're worthy of receiving. If you're not worthy of receiving that, you're not going to get it. That's the same way with money, blessings, and all the good things in life. You know what I'm talking about? And that's how it is, man. That's why I don't worry about nothing, man. I'm on a high list, man. You know what I mean? I try to be right with people. I do the right thing. And if they don't be right with me back, I get away from them fast and quick because I know hate isn't when I see it. I know hate when it's there. You know, here's a woman, you understand? I'm just going to state an example. I got to say this because this is something that's why I stopped going. I'm not going to the restaurant anymore. It's the principle, right? I tell a woman, you understand me? You know, you undercharged me. You know what I mean? I could have just took the price and ran with it or whatever, you understand? But I did this to be right because I'm trying to be right with the people because I'm coming there every week, you know what I mean? It's like something that you do regularly. You want to be content and be at peace with the people, you understand? You know what I mean? So I tell a woman this. She charged me $26. It's supposed to be about $35, you know. And then the woman, I come back, after that, she come back with the price. $40.18. And I say, that's too much. It ain't, and I know I go every week there. She gonna overcharge me now after I told her about the under. So that's just hate. I see, well, that's just a hate move. But I wasn't tripping off of that even. I said, oh, that's, and that's 18 cents. And then she didn't even waive the 18 cents. I had to go get 18 cents. You understand me? After I told her about the 26 dollars. So I thought to myself, no, I'm not coming there no more. I said, this woman got some hate, and I don't need to be around people like that because, I don't like the vibrations. I don't like that chemistry. You know what I mean? She ain't appreciating my business, in other words. So I don't need it. You're gonna overcharge me once when I told you about when you undercharged me, and I've been coming there all the time and every day. It's a certain price. This time you're gonna overcharge me. You understand me? And so I know if you can't get it right, I don't need you. I don't need that. I'd rather be around people that do business in a business way. So I'll go back to where I regularly eat at, and it's a good price, and the people are right. They treat you right. They don't try to, play you. You got to give respect, man. That's exactly what it is, respect. You got to respect me, you understand? You're going to tell me and overcharge me, and I know what it is. I'm not going for it. I'm not coming to your joint no more. I don't want to see you no more. I don't even want to be around that. Because I got to be around places where I feel pleasure and I feel comfortable. Because I don't feel comfortable when people don't treat me right. You know what I'm talking about? And that's how I am. You got to be your own boss. You got to run your own life. You got to be a leader. You got to be a leader. You got to run the show. You don't let nobody else run you. You understand me? And tell you where you want to go or where you want to be. You understand? It's just like when I went to Clear Lake. Like I said, I did that because somebody recommended it. So I thought it might have been a good idea, so I tried it. But it didn't work out. And then it didn't work out with my sister for her. She didn't do what she's supposed to do right. And I should have known to get involved with her again in a family affair because I've been involved with her before. But I gave her the last chance on that. I was trying to, be in what you call keeping it all in the family. But it don't work. Family does not work. That family thing does not work. So I just be on my own. I be on my own. And when you're own and independent, you know what I mean? And hate, you got to work with those who work with you, those that don't, stay away from, because if jealousy and hate come in, when it comes to family, then you got to leave them alone. Don't be around them. Be on the holidays. Be thankful for that you do have and those that you do have in your life. And the ones you don't worry about them. Don't even think about them, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I mean? They live in their life, and you live in your life. You know what I mean? And if you live in your life and you're doing what's right, that's what counts, man. You don't let the other stuff get you down, man. You be your best self, man, and be happy and be thankful for what you got and appreciate the things you do have and say to yourself, man, I got this, I got that. Man, I got my health, man. I got 2 feet I can walk good in. You understand me? I'm 72 and I'm doing good, man. I can get around. I can go places. I can still go to Hawaii. I can still go to Arizona. I can still go to Ohio to my woman's family. Things where her family's at. We can go there and enjoy ourselves next summer. I want to go flea market and go to work this winter after January. After January, that's what I'm gonna start doing. That's the only thing I'm gonna start doing. The change I'm gonna make and elevate is I'm gonna start getting into business and start selling stuff at the flea market. That's what I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna do it in January. That's my. You wanna call it a resolution or whatever, but that's the move I'm making. That's the only change I'm gonna make, and that's to get money so we can go travel. Cause I'm finna travel, man. We finna live our best life, man. I'm not trying to take a back seat to nobody. I'm always gonna be in first place. You understand me? In my race, I'm gonna do that, man. I don't just talk. I walk the walk, man. You gotta walk the walk, man. If you know how to walk the walk, you be your own boss. And that's what you have to do. You have to be your own boss. And the way to do that, man, is run your show, man. Don't let nobody else tell you how to do nothing. Don't let nobody else try to do things for you or against you. You do them, man, because you know what I mean? You being your best self. Be your best self, you understand me? And don't let nobody else try to deprive you or try to discourage you. You know what I mean? When they start talking negative or giving you negative things that they want to speak on or say anything about, don't say nothing. And don't tell people your business. Keep your business to yourself because they don't want to hear you doing anything good or you being happy about anything. They don't care about you being happy about it. If you're happy for something, they don't care about that. They don't care about your happiness. So you make sure you don't share your happiness with the people that are not going to cheer you on. If you share your happiness and you're good news to people that are spreading good news. People that are living a good life, that are happy, that are living like you and doing as good as you. Those are the ones you share your success and things with. Other people don't even say nothing to them. You leave it alone.